I was asked if I ever paint things other than florals, and I actually do. Here are some of my landscapes and such. In the autumn, I like to do fall scenes, pumpkins. I make cards. Here's a little spooky fall scene. In the winter, I switch over to snowscapes and little frosty landscape scenes. So today I'd like to share a step-by-step landscape tutorial. And I'll give you some techniques that you can practice with and work on. There's a little guy here in a frame. But yeah, let's get started. So I've got watercolor paper, paints, 2 cups of water, and a paintbrush. This is a number 10 round. So I'm visually dividing my paper into thirds. The top 2 thirds, I'm going to put a wash of just water, clean water, rubbing that around. You don't want it sopping wet or dripping, but just damp, and you're going to see a little bit of a sheen there. Then we're going to go in with the blue. You choose any blue paint that you want, anything you have in your palette, and we're going to start swiping it on. A little darker at the top if you can, and gradually bring that down. And this blue paint will flow into all the areas that are wet. Your paint won't flow where the paper is dry. You crumple up a paper towel or a Kleenex and dab that in what you just painted. And you're going to instantly have clouds. Try to keep your clouds bigger at the top and smaller as you get down closer to the horizon. Now I'm going back in with the same blue, and I'm going to darken a few areas. And that paper is still wet, so this paint is going to flow. It's going to flow into the wet areas and create different values of this color. There's going to be darker areas and lighter areas, and it's all going to happen magically before your eyes. That's the beauty of watercolor, how the paint blends with the water and blends with other paints, and you've got instant clouds. Next, I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. I'm going to wet the bottom 1/3 of the paper, and I'm going to go in with a green color and brush that on side to side. Just spreading it around and letting it flow into the water. I'm going to go in with a darker green, kind of along the horizon line there. Just swishing it side to side. You guys can do this. Maybe we're going to take a little dab of brown. Why not? Brush that in there. Get some different colors going. With some green paint on my brush, on the right-hand side, I'm going to make some dots and squiggles just to indicate some trees way off in the distance. Then over on the left-hand side, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. Just making some dots and squiggles. Nothing super detailed. This is just a really loose, fun watercolor. We're not making a masterpiece here. We're practicing techniques. We're watching how paint flows into water. All right. Now visually, as things are closer to the viewer, they're closer to the foreground, they're going to get a little clearer, a little more detailed. And as this paper naturally dries, you're going to see that now you can add a little bit more detail. The paint isn't flowing into the water and spreading quite as much. And so I'm using the tip of my brush. I'm going to make a little tree here. And little tree trunk, some more dots of green and blue. Blue's really good for adding shadows, so I'm dotting some blue into the grass there under the tree, spreading it out. Over on the right, I'm just going to brush in a little bit of grass. This is the thing that's closest to the person viewing the painting. So it's going to appear a little larger and a little more defined. You don't have to do this step if you want. I actually wish I hadn't put this in, but it is something to practice. there you have it, a quick little loose landscape. I hope you give it a try.